Hi guys, it's me. I am back in my kitchen, so I thought I would do some coffee talk. Anyways, I wanted to talk about what it's like to walk around on eggshells around people and how unhealthy it can be when you have to think about anything that comes out of your mouth, any move that you're going to make, anything that would naturally flow from you, but yet when you get around certain people, you have to bite your tongue because you really don't know what they're going to take offense to. And this, not necessarily in my case, but I see this with a lot of other parents who have been alienated or separated from their children, and maybe their kids are mad, or maybe you have teenagers or preteens at home, and they take offense to a lot of things you say, or they react very negatively or very hostile to anything you do. And they are expressing they're just expressing, overall trying to get you to fall into line with what they think a mom should be or a grandma should be. And I want to talk about how unhealthy it is to walk on eggshells around anyone, especially your children, especially your spouse, especially anyone that's living in your home. If you have a parent that's living at home that you're having to watch everything you say and do so that you either don't offend them, so they don't react to you. It's a very difficult situation to be in because how nerve-wracking and anxiety-ridden is it if you can't speak freely? Let's just, I say a lot of things off the cuff. And like I said in previous videos, I don't mean to intentionally harm anyone, and I joke around and this and that. But prior to a while ago, I mean, it took a lot of work for me to be able to stand my ground, say what I wanted to say, but then actually read the cues, physical, mental, and emotional cues when it came to people that just didn't bring about peace. These were people that always tended to rain on your parade or try to get you to stop having fun, joking around, living out loud, whatever the case is. I want to tell you how anxiety ridden it is to live with someone when you can't truly be yourself. It really is hard. It is one of these things where you're never authentic. You're always watching what you're saying and doing because that person expects you to be perfect, expects you to forego embarrassing them, and simply they want to create a who they think you should be instead of who you truly are. I remember when I was young, I have three sisters. I'm the second. There's four girls in my family. I'm the second oldest. And in my family, my dad was a huge goofball, and my mom was all about image and making sure we looked perfect and every hair was in place. And we were very well behaved and very disciplined. And we weren't allowed to color outside the lines in my home. And I was always, we were always taught to be perfect, well behaved, well mannered. We had a lot of compliments. I got a lot of compliments at school from my teachers that would say, you're a good student, you're so well behaved, you're such a nice girl, and that's great. It's great to have discipline and self control and all those wonderful things. But when it comes to stifling someone's true nature or who they truly are on the inside and you don't allow it to flow outward, it is just almost as if you're building a wall around yourself and you're using very hard cement to bond it together. And you're building this world, so you fit into this box, you fit into this cement box. It's almost like being in prison. It's, you have to follow the rules of what the jailer says and the law enforcement says in the jail, and you have to go to bed at a certain time, and you're not allowed to have electronics, and you eat at a certain time, and you wear certain clothes, and they control your life. And that's what it's like when you're walking around on eggshells around someone that truly doesn't accept who you are, and someone who doesn't encourage you to flow freely in this world. And I just want to say, I have a lot of tattoos, and people say, well, when did you start getting tattoos? And I didn't get tattoos until I was about 30, and I needed to do something for myself. And I did. And then I got a bunch of tattoos, and now I'm in living color, and I get my hair done. I love it. Absolutely love it. It is fascinating. I just love it. I don't know. I have the best hairstylist that really takes the time to brighten up my world and allow me to step out, like Dorothy stepping out into Oz for the first time. It's just truly amazing. And the best thing about color and doing something that is in your heart to do and something that makes you happy is you'll meet other people, and you can be an inspiration to other people who are still living in a box and who are still walking on eggshells. The kind of people that say, well, I could never do that. I've always wanted to, but I never could. And I always say you can. And a lot of, one woman saw my hair today. She's like, I love it. She goes, well, my grandkids would not react positively, or they'd say, Nana, what did you do? And I'd say, well, you can still do it. And there's a lot of women I talk to, and there's like, well, my husband wouldn't allow me to. When did you ever choose to get married to your dad? I mean, even when I was young, my dad didn't tell me what to do. So I just wanted to say, I think it's very important to have relationships where you're not walking on eggshells, but in order to do that, you have to find a voice, and you have to start expressing yourself in safe places. So let's just say you like to crochet, so you join a group and you decide to talk about everything you want. You can be yourself, because everyone's whoever they want to be when you go join a group of women that you're not familiar with. And you can finally be your true authentic self. And through being your true authentic self, you will meet other people just like you that have the same passions and loves and interests and hobbies, and you'll find true friends. And that's what living is all about. It's finding amazing relationships and amazing people to hang out with, and doing your thing and living out loud and living in color. So no more walking on eggshells. You don't have to practice this with someone. You have to, that you're walking around on eggshells in front of. You can practice and slowly break away from those relationships which stifle and hinder you, and you can turn towards people that encourage you to live and encourage you to be the person you were meant to be. So that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope this helps, and I'll be back. Bye.